Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, it is King Nido here, and today we're coming to you from Kotondo City, where the Dust Mites have been having a fantastic season. They are currently sitting in third place, and they will have the type advantage over the side that they are hosting, being the Moss Deep Mystics. But the Mystics are clearly bringing Armourouge, which is a great play. Let us know who you think is going to win this matchup. Let's send it down now. Now, Psychic types have unfortunately been having a terrible season. They've lost 3 games already as Armourouge and Slowbro coming out for the Moss Deep Mystics. It will be Vespiquen and Sizzle coming out for the Dust Mites, as that Unnerve ability from Vespiquen will make the Mystics not eat their Leopard Berries, as the Fissure, it won't affect, Vespiquen from Armourouge, who tries to start out big, and we get an Astonish from Sizzle, which is super effective onto Armourouge. Vespiquen looking to follow it up with the Hydro Steam, going for Armourouge, and it is a super effective hit. They are trying to get this Fire-type Pokemon off the field as quickly as they can, as a Psycho Cut from Slowbro won't be very effective onto Sizzle, and we get the Gastro Acid now from Armourouge, which will suppress Sizzle's ability, who responds with the Pin Missile and gets the first hit, and the second one is going to eliminate Armourouge from this matchup. The Kotondo Dust Mites, currently sitting in third place, are trying to get themselves on top of the leaderboard, as we get the Muddy Water from Vespiquen, who's been having a great season so far. Unfortunately, that's not very effective onto Slowbro, who responds with the Thunder Fang onto Sizzle. Surely should have gone for Vespiquen, as we have Slowking come out in its Galarian form, and is immediately hit with a Magical Leaf, which is not very effective from Sizzle there. Vespiquen is going to follow it up with the Tea Time, making everybody dig into their Leopard Berries, chowing down on the field nice and early in this matchup, everyone having a bit of a break. But as I said, the Kotondo Dust Mites, 3 wins, 1 loss so far, sitting in third place. This is not where I expected to see the Bug types, and if they win, they could potentially move themselves on top of the leaderboard, as we get an Earthquake from Slowbro, which doesn't affect Vespiquen, but Sizzle takes damage, but it's super effective on Slowking. The Psychic type's doing damage to their own team. Slowking, though, with the Aqua Ring, surrounding itself with that Veil of Water, so that will restore health throughout this matchup, as we just saw there. Sizzle, though, with the Grassy Glide onto Slowbro, is super effective thanks to that part Water type, and Vespiquen follows it up with the Happy Hour. So first we get the Tea Time, now we get the Happy Hour. Vespiquen clearly feeling very confident on the field here, as we get the Aqua Jet from Slowking, doing very little damage to Vespiquen here. Slowbro follows it up with the Mega Horn onto Sizzle, which is not very effective, but Sizzle has taken quite a lot of damage so far in this matchup, as that Veil of Water continues to restore health for Slowking. Sizzle with the Boom Burst, hitting everybody on the field, including Vespiquen, who follows it up with the Stomping Tantrum onto Slowking, and Slowking is eliminated with that super effective ground type move. It's a great start for the Dust Mites, as I said earlier, and a Leaf Blade onto Vespiquen, not very effective there from Slowbro, and out comes Screamtail for the Psychic side, who immediately goes for the Shadow Ball onto Vespiquen here, which does an okay hit to Vespiquen, but lowers its special defense as well. Sizzle, though, with the Mega Kick onto the Paradox Pokemon, gets a good hit there. Vespiquen follows it up with the Dragon Pulse, but it doesn't affect Screamtail thanks to that part Fairy typing. Slowbro now with the Defend Order, taking inspiration from Vespiquen. It is going to boost its defense stat. It is going to boost its special defense. Slowbro having that 110 base defense as well, as we get the Gust onto Vespiquen, but Vespiquen holds on after that super effective hit from Screamtail. We get the Twister from Sizzle, which again doesn't affect Screamtail, but Slowbro takes the most minimal amount of chip damage. And we get the Rock Tomb from Vespiquen, but Slowbro holds on, has its speed stat lowered, but it's already a very slow Pokemon, and responds with the Slash to finish off Vespiquen. A crucial hold on there by Slowbro, as Heracross comes out for the Kotondo Dust Mites, and we get the Quiver Dance now from Screamtail. This is going to boost that special attack, as well as the special defense for Screamtail. 115 special defense, by the way, and 111 speed getting the boost, as well as we get the Tickle from Heracross, and it is going to lower those physical stats of Screamtail, both the attack and defense being lowered here. Sizzle is going to follow it up, though, with the Lava Plume, doing super effective damage to its teammate, but gets the elimination onto Slowbro, even after that not very effective move. Slowbro was barely hanging on when that happened, and now out comes Golduck for the Moss Deep Mystics. and immediately it's better to Terastallize into a Psychic type Pokemon, a Psychic Duck. You could almost call it a Psyduck, fittingly enough. Now we'll see if Psyduck can hold on. It hasn't been having a great season so far, and the Mossip Mystics really need it to perform here, as Screamtail with the recover is going to get itself back to full strength, which is great for the Mystics as they are currently down to their last 3 Pokemon. And the Bug Buzz onto Heracross, which isn't very effective there from Golduck. Heracross though, with the T-Time, yet again the berries being eaten up in this matchup. Sizzle has already had theirs, but Heracross starts to chow down. Heracross also having a very good season so far. Looking to continue that here for the Bug types. Remember, Golduck now chowing down on there. Leppa Berry restoring PP to its moves. And Sizzle with the Endeavor onto Golduck gets a fantastic hit. Golduck's able to hold on. And the charge now from Screamtail is going to cause Screamtail to begin charging power, but also boost that special defense yet again. And now Heracross with the Draining Kiss gets the critical hit as well. Doesn't do a great deal of damage, however, to Screamtail. Is able to restore a bit of health for Heracross, however. And we have Golduck now with the Electro Web hitting both Bug-type Pokemon, lowering the speed there of Sizzle and Heracross. And Sizzle is able to hold on, but could easily be eliminated at any moment. So goes for the Soft Boil. This is a great play here by Sizzle, restoring some much needed health to prevent elimination. And Screamtail with the Powder Snow, also hitting both Bug-type Pokemon, which surely would have eliminated Sizzle. And the Aurora Veil does fail from Golduck. I almost called it Psyduck there, as the electric terrain is set up by Heracross over the field. This should surely help prevent anyone from going to sleep with that static running across the battlefield right now. And the play rough onto Golduck, and Golduck is eliminated by Sizzle. Golduck with a terrible showing once again in this matchup. This is horrible for the Mossip Mystics. They look like they're on their way to losing their 4th match of the season, as Delphox comes out, who's a part Fire type. This is great for the Mystics as we get the Stun Spore onto Heracross from Screamtail. This is going to slow down Heracross and potentially prevent it from being able to move. Delphox needs to go for some Fire type moves, but first goes with the Tickle onto Sizzle, lowering that attack, lowering that defense. We saw this happen earlier to Screamtail. And Sizzle with the Slash onto Screamtail. It gets a good hit as well. And Heracross with the Sticky Web being thrown onto the side of the Mossip Mystics. This will have no impact on the side of the Mystics. They will not be sending out any more Pokemon. The Gunk Shot is avoided by Sizzle. Sorry, it doesn't affect it. It is immune to poison type moves. But the Volt Tackle will eliminate Sizzle. That was an amazing hit by Delphox, doing exactly what it has to keep it safe in this matchup, capitalizing on the terrain as well. And we'll get the Magnet Rise now from Heracross. It is going to levitate thanks to the electromagnetism that's created. And out comes Slitherwing for the Cortondo Duskmites. We have 2 Paradox Pokemon on the field, and we get the Corrosive Gas now from Screamtail, burning up those Leppa Berries there, getting used up heavily in this matchup in different ways, as the Blaze Kick from Delphox is avoided by Heracross, and you have to think that would have been an elimination, would have been super effective, but here is a Heat Crash onto Delphox, which isn't very effective from Slitherwing, even after getting that critical hit. Heracross follows it up with the Mega Drain, also not very effective there onto Delphox, very little damage, but Heracross is trying to restore some much needed health here, as it is very low in health at the moment. And the double hit onto Slitherwing from Screamtail gets the first hit, gets the second hit. Unfortunately, it doesn't do much damage to Slitherwing, as Delphox follows it up with the Psych Up. It's not going to capitalize on that Fire type. Instead, it's just going to copy the stat changes of Slitherwing. I'm not even sure it's had any yet, but it Psychic Fangs onto Delphox. Not very effective from Slitherwing. Gets a critical hit, though, which is heavily needed. Heracross could follow it up, goes with the Wrap. It's going to do a little bit of damage with that Wrap, but when it does more damage shortly, which it's doing now, this should eliminate Delphox, and it does. Screamtail is all by itself. It has 4 Bug-type Pokemon to contend with. That electricity has disappeared from the field now. Screamtail has the speed advantage, goes for the Spark onto Slitherwing, gets a good hit there, as Slitherwing's going to respond with an Iron Tail, and that super effective move has eliminated Screamtail, and the Cortondo Duskmites continue their charge this season, as they should propel themselves onto the top of the leaderboard, which is fantastic for the Bug types. I did not expect to see this during the 5th round, let alone at all this season, and they're going to want to look to continue this next round when they take on the Fortree Tempest. Whereas the Psychic types will be going up against the Saffron Power Links next round. They will have a type advantage then, but until then, Nidorino, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on Fit. If you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I'll see you when you see me.